Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to Farming Simulator 25. We're back here in the Alps and just got back up here to my tractor. We had Paul out here spreading lime on a couple fields while I was doing a couple others. And yeah, this thing is a drop spreader, but it still does the job just fine. I just need to bring this back over here. We're gonna park this up. We actually need to head to town. I am swapping out my pickup truck and animal wagon for a brand new setup in that regards. And then we're gonna do, I believe the next step we need to do actually is pick some rocks. So, as you can see here, it is a little bit foggy in certain areas, but we've upgraded most of our equipment. We didn't really change much otherwise. I've added a few things to the farm, but we got our baler and bale trailers over here, and I really don't want to put anything else. I don't even really want this over here because this area apparently tends to flood. So it just means every single time that I need to use that, or when I park it, it gets heavily greased up. So, and even though we're here in the Alps, I gotta represent my home country. So yeah, we got our John Deere S790 out here, representing the red, white, and blue. And this is actually perfect for this area because this will actually adjust for the hills. So that way, the cab and the entire system of harvesting grain and whatever else we are harvesting stays level, while the header and the tires roam on, stay connected to the roads. So this is what we are trading in. I've already purchased in the new trailer as well as the truck, and they called me this morning and said it's ready to go. That's also why I'm wanting to trade this in. It's old. Yes, we do have that beast there, the Mercedes, but for a little grocery getter and all around service type truck, that's kind of what I'm after. As you can see here, we do have a few new fields that we'll get into here shortly. Let's get down to town. I forgot how noisy this trailer is, but yeah, it's definitely foggy, so we are taking our sweet time. And it's like almost 10:15 in the morning, so. Oop, yep, I did take down this sign. My bad. It's kind of why I like a third-person view while driving. I can pay a little bit more attention to things like that and not cut my turn so tight. The store is just over here around the corner. Just gotta get through the circle here. No one's coming. I don't see anything out front. Whoa! Maybe I shouldn't after that. Oh wait, is that my truck? They did say that I can just bring my setup up front and they'll take care of it from there. Let me go in and see if that's my setup. Sure looks like it. Be right back. All right, so just got out of there. They've already taken a look at the pickup truck and trailer, and we got about, I think it was like $32,000, something like that for that, so not too bad. And they did say this is my setup over here, and I'm good to go. We did go with the Ford F350. And of course, we do have the markers for the IC. which is nice. So we do have all these different doors. If I can hit it right. Do I need to do it where I did it here? Don't tell me I can't close this. Oh, it just takes a minute. But yeah, this actually does have a service function with it. So it opens that up. And there's a cone there. There's a cone there. And probably the bike is in the spot for that fourth cone. Because we got that and that. So that is pretty cool that we do have that. We do have the usual... there we go. We do have the usual service trailer already at the house. Went with a different color this time. I'm sure you guys may or may not be surprised. I don't know. But what about over here? Okay. Nothing really in there. Can't really see too much anyway. And a bunch of binders and cleaning supplies with grease. Looks like we do... They should have given us a full fuel tank as well, but we'll see. I'll take a look at that when we get home. Oop. There we go. We gotta get in the right gear. So yeah, this is our new, at least if we need to haul any animals, I do have a separate trailer aside from the horse trailer for some of the other animals that we may end up using, like the... I don't know if we'll use like the bigger, like the Mercedes-Benz to haul it or anything like that. But sorry, my brain just kind of went, what am I talking about? So we're not going to go through the circle with this setup because, well, I've been trying to avoid it whenever I have trailers because it doesn't always work out. Not with the trailers I like to use. I am an American, so I go with American products and things like that, and because it's what I like, it's what I enjoy using. Hence why I got this big pickup for an area that doesn't see these kind of pickups. So we're gonna take a long way home because I want to show you guys one of our other new fields we actually just plowed up. Gotta go through this. I know I just got done saying that I don't like going through these with trailers, but sometimes you just gotta. Plus the honeybee looking posts there, they're very easy to knock over. Most of these road signs, road stakes, I guess you could call those things, the black and white things there, have no collision, which is awesome. So I can hug it like that and not have to worry about it stopping immediately. Even most of the fencing, like what we're driving through here, has no collision, which is nice as well. Thought about purchasing this field, this area here, but that also would involve a much bigger field added to that. So yeah, this is the one field that we got. Looks like the lime guys kind of missed a few spots. Yeah, this was all grass. We did harvest the grass before we plowed it up. And we got down in through there, so we may have to remove a few trees to make it look a little bit nicer. Work better, more in our favor, but that's about it. Thought I heard someone honking at me. So yeah, it's not far from home either, so... This little trailer works out quite nice. Little fifth wheel. Not too many people around here probably have seen a setup like this. And, it's not very common, I imagine. But I also don't live there, so I don't know how accurate that is. We do technically own all of this over here to our left, but it's not suitable for farming. We did the same thing over here. We plowed up this field, and then we harvested the grass, and then we plowed it up. And then we even have this little spot over here that we did the same. So trying to get as much grass as we can. We do have a new silo system. We also have our lovely lizard header rack. Because, well, we can. The corn header there is foldable, and then we do have the trailer there for the other header. Grain header. So we're going to park this next to the other trailer that we have. Because this is the horse paddock, so this is where the trailer is going to belong. Wait, oops. Definitely did not mean to hit the header wagon. But that trailer on the right is the one for our other animals, so the sheep and the chickens if we need to. Let's get that unhooked. There we go. So yeah, I did decide to get these silos put in for grass, not to change it into anything, but just so we have a spot to be able to store our grass for our sheep. Because the more grass I can put in here, the better. I have not gotten any kind of slurry or manure out from these paddocks simply because they just haven't produced enough. So I did mention that we have our service trailer. It's actually parked back in there, if I can talk right. That's kind of where we're going to be parking this truck for the most part. Yeah, the hood's going to stick out just a little bit, but it is a work truck, so it's fine. And yes, I did get a work truck with those kind of rims because I do like them. What else? So we do have a couple John Deere tractors. That's our planter with our plow right in front of it. This thing does just about anything. We have a few different things that we can swap out to make sure we can plant just about anything with that. That's our cultivator there, but what we're going to be after is... Oh, that's right, it's over here. We're going to be coming around and picking this up, our rock picker. Because it's that time that we need to get that up and running into the fields. We still do have a cornfield up on the top of the hill here. Well, at least on top of the area I own. We did get a New Holland. Let me drop that spreader off the back. There we go. And yes, I realize, with the fog in the air, it means it's way too moist to do anything in the fields, at least in the real world, but this is a game, so I'm not worried about things clogging up. I'm just worried about getting things done before winter truly hits. Let's go to the far field and get this up and running. Because this will also give us a cultivated state as well, so I may or may not do anything else in the fields aside from plant cover crops or take a look at the crop calendar and see what makes the most sense. Because we do have some animals, I do want to make sure that we get at least a field of oats, and then something for the chickens, sorghum, wheat, something like that. But I think, well, it's still September, so we should be all right in that regard. Try not to take out signs any more than what I already have. I do have this set up to be a 10-meter wide path, if I'm not mistaken. So we're actually going to use course play, and not the one that comes with the in-game. Just because I like this a little bit more. I just got to double check a few things here. One thing I do prefer having it do is raise the tools late, but lower it early. Because that ensures that you're not going to have anything missed. Now, granted, for something like rock picking, it shouldn't be that difficult. Definitely don't need 4 headlands. That was for when we were just doing the lime. So, ba-dum-bum-bum. Then we can skip it, make it a little bit easier on the turns. Yeah, it should be all right. Let's go ahead and generate that. Yeah, I knew down here is going to be a little finicky. That's where I think we're going to end up getting rid of some trees and going from there. Let's take a look, see how this actually starts up. As you can tell, the tractor's a little dirty. We've been having a little too much fun with it in the mud and dirt because, well, plowing, it does create some mud. So there you go, drop that down. See, I like the 10-meter width, and yes, this is an unrealistic, or the unrealistic mod, but 10-meter width is not too out of the realm of speculation, in my opinion. So, hate me for using it, but at the same time, I don't care. I just don't like anything that's like 3 or 4 meters wide. Even if the tool looks like it is, it's only set for that. That's just my personal opinion. You've got to be kidding me. There we go. Time to see how the AI thinks, I guess. Went right back to where it was. All right. Let's help it out a little bit here. Okay. We can do the first waypoint or the last waypoint or nearest. It's a shame I can't just do next. Nope. There we go. Downside of that is you kind of have to make it work. So I think I mentioned when I did this last video is I do kind of like the feel of this map. I never got into it, got into it in 22. So I did play on it a little bit, but not enough to really get into it. So yeah, that's kind of on me, but I do really like the look and feel of this map. The more I played it and got into it and kind of took a look around the map a little bit more and did a few things here and there off camera, the more I like it. The more it grows on me. It's not... you definitely feel like you're nestled into a valley. In the weather mod, I don't know if it's... if I still have like Gray County, Missouri put on, that's why the fog still lingers all over the place. But you notice we come over here, there's no fog. But it is farther down in the valley. When I was plowing this up, just over where the split between the trees are, behind the tractor there, you could clearly see where the fog was. And it wasn't up here, but it was just down there. And that's one of those things I looked at and went, all right, that's kind of cool. So the one downside is I kind of wish this would give us a nice seed bed and not just cultivated state. But I know it's a little too much to ask for, and I'm sure there's probably a mod out there somewhere, or if I was really adamant about it, I could go in and change it to where it gives it a finished seedbed state. You're hitting the neighbor's fence. Don't make them mad and break it. Please don't. That was my other concern. That was my other concern with this map, is it might, or this field anyway, this may end up being one that I have to do a lot of it myself. Then again, if I probably did 2 headlands, or if it's... Actually, I did tell it to do 2 headlands, but it still chose 1. Probably because of that area back there, more than likely. So, yeah, I think it's going to be a winter project. take down a couple of those trees, see if the neighbors want some trees, and we may actually transplant some into their yards. Otherwise, we'll look into making some firewood. And we'll have to get some anyway, because it is winter. And winters around here can suck really bad. If you're not used to it, that is. But we'll let him be. Hey, perfect. We'll hop into this guy. See, fog's just over here. As soon as we come up here, we're out of it. So that... Alright, so the only field, if I remember correctly, is the grass field over here. Sorry, I had to think about that for a second. So we did harvest the grass from here. We turned around, we plowed it up, because that's what it recommended. And we have limed it. And I think this one, and probably the one down by the horse paddock, I will probably make grass. The one across the street, I think we're going to do possibly oats. Because I have quite a bit of grass in the silo. So let's take a quick look, see. Nope. That's the one I want. Oh, interesting. It doesn't count it as... Oh, it looks like it's slowly making into hay, drying it out. But it's interesting because I don't have it in my production chains. Huh. I was just using it as a silo anyway, just to hold the grass, so I have it. So we have 530,000 liters of grass so far. And apparently worth almost $80,000. But basically, we are just holding that so that way we can keep our sheep fed and maintained throughout the winter. And I need to do the same with, well, we do have oats, so that's a good thing. That was the only thing that we harvested aside from grass is oats. So we have 8,700 liters. I did sell a trailer full of that just to help us get through a rough patch where we were getting close to zero. Unlike what I did with my gameplay in Riverbend Springs. But we got ourselves out of that debt in Riverbend Springs, though, off camera. I ended up doing quite a few contracts, and legitimately I did do quite a few contracts. I didn't just cheat the money in. I'm trying to be as honest as I can with that. I thought about expanding that field that we harvested the oats from, but kind of like the way that that field is, so I didn't. Now we do own this grass over here. I may get a we do have a batwing mower now. I think we do. I thought I bought it, maybe I didn't. If I don't, then I will buy it, and we will be using that to get some of these areas that the homeowners don't want to get. And I gotta be careful that this is my turn. The last couple times I tried to do this off camera, I kept missing my turn. Oh, by the way, if the back window of my truck looks green, it's because the mesh on the back of that is actually green. So I figure we'll have this be a field for now until I feel like I need to use it otherwise for something else, like put a building there or something. I was using that basically for the store shipments, so that way they had a place to bring everything. Oh, there's our batwing. So yeah, we do have a batwing mower, and we do have a mulching mower. So this will be used more so in the fields for when we need to mulch down any kind of stubble, whether it's corn husks or this bottom part that got cut off, you know, anything like that. That's where that batwing will come into. This green piece of machinery here to the left in front of that is actually our weeder. So that's a nice thing because we can actually trail that to wherever we need to go, and then it connects So we have this so we can trail it. And then we also have the 3-point hitch here in the middle. And it's just a matter of raising these wheels up. Either raising them up or flipping them around. I don't remember. But either way, we can do that, and it'll work in our favor. Actually, I think the wheels themselves come off of that. It's been a while since I used this. So I think those wheels come over onto here and then onto this one. So that way we have something to where it won't just dig into the ground like a cultivator or something like that. We do have a roller. We have another piece for slurry for our little truck here. And we also do have a... Where is it? Oh, right there. We also have this for that as well, to pick up hay. Honestly, all with unrealistic capacity, but you know how I roll. If I don't have unrealistic capacity, then I can get bored very easily, and that's not a good thing to do. We did get the John Deere teleskid? Not teleskid. Yeah, this thing. Because we found it on sale, actually. So it does need a little bit of paint work done on it. We've gone through and we've got everything, you know, dialed in and taken care of for the engine. So no leaks there, no leaks in the hydraulics. It's just paint work. So we're not too concerned about that for the time being. We're just going to maintain that and make sure it doesn't rust out on us. So, yeah. That thing should be fine for helping us move things around, even though I do have a tractor over here that has a front lift attachment. So, nothing wrong there. One of these days I may end up actually spending the money and getting a bigger baler, but I do like the way that smaller one works. And it's never treated me wrong, so I think we're gonna park up here. And I tend not to put the back part of this truck on the grass because, well, I'm kind of sitting over the engine. So if it leaks onto the asphalt or the bricks, not the grass. So I think for the time being, we're going to call the video there, guys. So as always, if you happen to like what you see, or if you catch yourself watching more than one of my videos, please do us both a favor and hit that subscribe button and ring that bell. That bell will let you be notified of every single video I post, and not just look here and there. If you made it this far in the video, I want to say thank you, and I greatly appreciate each and every single one of you, and I hope you all have a fantastic rest of your day. So with all that being said, we will catch you in the next episode. Take care. Peace.